Hey, Common Ground, it is good to catch up with you. Man, didn't we just have an incredible weekend last Sunday, man? Easter was phenomenal here, and I gotta be honest, I was blown away by the way that you reached out, invited people, and made Easter a priority, and just thought, man, what could God do if we made that happen every Sunday? If God showed us our potential last weekend, what could we be this weekend and the weekends to come? Man, as I walked around on Sunday morning, I just got to feel that the place was alive, that God's Spirit was just moving in our people. There was a great anticipation and excitement as people came to the front door and we said, welcome home. Welcome home at Common Ground, as we let them know about a God who cares deeply about them and was saying welcome home not only to us but to all people. We were reminded as we stood to worship and we celebrated and we studied, as we walked down the halls, we went into the kids areas, and our kids areas were overflowing and there were children and family everywhere. It was just an incredible weekend, and it was because of God's blessing and outpouring of His Spirit, but also because of your faithfulness and willingness to cast the net, to reach new people, to invite people in to what God is doing here through Common Ground. And I know as I'm wrapping up this weekend of all my notes and all my plans and what I've got scheduled on the weekend, I've just started thinking, I don't wonder what everybody else is doing. I mean, I know my weekend is so full, it's got all sorts of things planned in it, but at the same time, there's a high priority to make this weekend a priority with God as well. You know, I think sometimes as a church or even as a pastor, we can be guilty of making Easter to be the most important, if not the only important weekend of the calendar. And the reality is the truth that Jesus Christ is alive needs to be lived in every situation, in every scenario, in every moment, in every day. And so this Sunday, as we're even getting together to celebrate again on the Lord's Day that Christ has risen and Christ will return, we're reminded that we need to keep a high priority at place even in our own lives. And some of us may be pausing for a moment to think, man, in the rhythm of work and family and a desire to play and get some time off, we may be saying, hey, maybe I'll take the weekend off. And let me challenge you to be here. Let me challenge you to join us this Sunday as we talk about the parable of the talents. Why? Because each of us are uniquely created for this moment and this time in history. I believe that. And I believe that that's true about our church as well. And so this weekend, we're going to share some information that I think is going to be seeds of growth, that are going to be pieces of vision that may cast where we're going, not only as an individual pursuing God, but as a family of faith pursuing Christ as well. And so as you're looking at your weekend schedule, can you make sure a high priority is placed on this Sunday and the Sundays to come to take next steps together with God, not only for ourselves, but as our church, as we gather each Sunday morning? Will you join us this week, 9:30 or 11, bring a friend with you, or a family member, or anybody who's around you, and invite them to be a part of the journey of what God's doing here through His church at Common Ground. God bless.